Christianity is a white man's religion, and it was later introduced to Africa. Islam is a white man's religion. This is a general error, and one of the biggest arguments and debates among Africans today. But brothers and sisters, let us correct this error with truth. The origins Christianity did not begin in Europe. It began in the Middle East, in the land of Judea, modern-day Palestine and Israel. Jesus Christ himself was not a European. He was a Middle Eastern man. And from the very first century, Christianity crossed into Africa, into Egypt and Ethiopia, long before it reached Europe. Ethiopia became one of the very first nations on earth to adopt Christianity officially in the 4th century. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church and the Coptic Church of Egypt remain among the oldest Christian traditions in the world. So Christianity was not given to us by colonizers. They only reintroduced it many centuries later during colonial rule and used it as a political weapon to control Africa. And Islam? It too is not a white man's religion. Islam was born in Arabia, in Mecca, in the 7th century. Its first refuge was in Africa, when some of Prophet Muhammad's followers fled persecution and were protected by the African king of Abyssinia, the Negus. From there, Islam spread across North Africa through Arab contact and trade. It traveled with African traders, scholars, and kings. Great African empires like Mali, Songhai, and Kanem Bornu carried the banner of Islam, producing world scholars like Ahmed Baba of Timbuktu centuries before colonialism even began. So Christianity and Islam did not originate with the white man, and Africa did not receive them only by force. They were part of Africa's history long before colonization. The real problem. Our true problem is not Christianity. Our true problem is not Islam. Our true problem is betrayal and division. Almost every continent in this world has fought to be free. Europe fought its wars of independence. Asia fought its wars of liberation. Even Latin America resisted colonization. African soldiers themselves died in foreign lands, fighting for Europe to be free in 2 world wars. But when it came time for Africa to fight for its own freedom, betrayal and division tore us apart. Who betrayed Patrice Lumumba, the great voice of Congo? It was not the Europeans alone. It was also Africans who handed him over to his killers. Who betrayed Muammar Gaddafi, who dreamed of a United States of Africa? It was not NATO bombs alone. It was African hands that pointed the way. Thomas Sankara, a man of vision, who stood for dignity and self-reliance, betrayed by his own childhood friend. Samora Machel, Kwame Nkrumah, Amilcar Cabral, all faced betrayal and sabotage, not only from the outside but from within. This is the sickness that has kept Africa in chains, division and betrayal. The reality check Christianity and Islam were never forcefully given to us. But today, it is painful to see an African praying for Palestine to be free, while Sudan has been bleeding for years under his own watch. It is unfortunate to see a Christian African praying for Israel's victory, while the Democratic Republic of Congo has been bleeding ever since independence. This is the problem. They have rewritten the Quran and the Bible to mislead you. They have blinded you until you no longer see yourself as human. Palestine's children are suffering, yes, but Sudan's children have been under bullets for years, and you don't even want the world to know about it. Yes, we love all people. Yes, we condemn war everywhere. But what do you do when you have your own war? You free yourself before freeing another person. You cry, "Free Palestine." You shout, "Victory to Israel." But the road to your farmland is filled with terrorists. What have you done about it? Have you freed the road that feeds your own people? The way forward. The fight for freedom is not optional. It is a must. But no people have ever won their freedom without unity. Africa cannot be free while it remains divided. We must stop pointing fingers at religion. Christianity is not the enemy. Islam is not the enemy. The enemy is betrayal. The enemy is disunity. The enemy is the puppet leaders who sell their nations for power. Only when Africans unite, when the soldier, the farmer, the worker, the student, the leader, all stand together with one voice, only then will Africa be truly free, because no outside force can defeat us. Only we can defeat ourselves.